What's up everybody, it's Jim, and let's do two movie reviews in one, because the first film, being Bridget Jones' Diary, I haven't seen all the way through, so I've only seen parts of it, but that's what we're going to do the review of first. Then we'll do Bridget Jones' Diary, The Edge of Reason. So we've got, I've already got my notes here as well with all the information, just in case I forget to mention something. So that being said, let's get started. So I thought the casting was great in both of these films. You know, they've all got Hugh Grant and Colin Firth, but I think Renée Zellweger as Bridget Jones, I think is the best casting in my opinion. I think she's really good as that character. The film can be very very predictable for most of the film. It says unpredictable there, but no, the film was very predictable. You can sort of predict how the film's going to end, but it was still an enjoyable film. It was just very, predictable. Didn't really have any moments that really shocked me, in my opinion. And I thought the film was very cringy. So I suppose the cringy parts were quite unpredictable. The entire film wasn't predictable, just most of it was. But I think I really enjoyed the cringy moments. I do like cringy moments in films, especially in this. But that's all I've got to say about the first film, because I haven't seen it all the way through. I only saw about half of it, maybe just under, maybe just over. So if I had to rate it, I'd probably give it an 8.5 out of 10. And the reason why it's not a 9 or a 9.5 is because the film would have to be one of my favourites, and it's definitely not one of my favourite films of all time. And so the 8.5 is the best rating I could give it, especially the fact that I haven't seen the film all the way through. But that's it, Bridget Jones' Diary 1. I could have just done that as just one video, but I haven't seen it all the way through, so there's not really much of an opinion I could really give on it. But I think Bridget Jones' Diary 2, the relationship with the characters in the first film were great, but they're just as great in the second film. The film is just as cringy, if not more cringy, than the first film. What else to say? However, it's still another predictable one. It does feel very familiar to the original. Like there are some parts that just feel very familiar. If you watch the film, you know what I mean. And it felt like, in my opinion, the end of this film, not really a whole lot happened. I wasn't really 100% satisfied with the end of the film, because I don't really feel like we achieved a whole lot in the film, in my opinion. So, and I don't actually think it's as good as the original, and I only saw half of the original. So I'll probably give the second film like an 8. I actually am going to give the second film an 8. But there is something on my notes that is actually confusing me. It doesn't really matter. It was saying that cringy moments in this one were just as great as they were in the first one. But that's basically all I've got to do for the reviews of both of them. Bridget Jones' Diary 1, I haven't seen it all the way through, but I still recommend it if you've not seen it. It's very funny, and I think it's very good. There's not really many problems I've got with it. I really enjoyed watching it. So I'll give that one an 8.5, maybe an 8. And then the second film, I'm going to give an 8. I don't think the score for the second film is going to change. But I think for the first film, it's either an 8 or an 8.5. But the second film, I'll give it an 8. I think I'll give the first one an 8.5. That's what I'll put in the description. But don't be surprised if I change it to an 8. But that's basically all I've got to do for both of these films. There's not really too much to say. I recommend them both equally. Maybe after I watch Bridget Jones' Baby, maybe I could rank all the Bridget Jones films. Maybe that's something I should do. But anyway, thank you for watching. Please do leave a like, subscribe, and comment. And I'll see you guys in my next video, which should be another review. I think it might be a review for the video game Fall Guys. I'm getting quite into that at the moment. So that might be the next review I do. But anyway, I'll see you guys in the next video. Ciao.